Forbes magazine, Obama officials in 2010, 93 million Americans will be unable to keep their health plans under Obamacare. This is a giant C, I told you. This, as Biden would say, or John Kerry, this is a big effing deal. I've been saying this would happen all along. But what this does, folks, it confirms that the regime also knew that this would happen. Obamacare's disruption of the existing health insurance market is only just beginning, and it's far broader than recent media coverage has implied. And we now know that the regime knew this all along. Turns out that in a report, obscure report, buried in a June 2010 edition of the Federal Register, regime officials predicted massive disruption of the private insurance market because that's what was intended. In other words, Obama and the Democrats have been telling us that employer plans would never be affected at all by Obamacare. And it was a huge lie. And the administration has known it was a lie since 2010, maybe earlier. I mean, that's when it was put in the Federal Register, which is, the Federal Register, think of it as the federal government's Bible. Or diary. It's a compendium of what happens in the federal government. Lisa Myers and Hannah Rappley of NBC News unearthed the information in the Federal Register, cited 4 sources deeply involved in the Affordable Care Act, saying that 50 to 75% of people who buy coverage on their own are likely to receive cancellation notices due to Obamacare. The bottom line is that Obama, the regime, knew that 93 million Americans would be unable to keep their health care plans under Obamacare. Cookie, I need the montage. I'm going to need this montage every day. This montage of Obama promising you can keep your plan, promising you can keep your doctor. Folks, Richard Nixon resigned over a lie that was much less damaging in scope than this one. I mean, this is an abject, purposeful lie to the American people for the express purpose of passing legislation. This is total fraud. It is 100% fraud. And you know this, we talk about this website, Campus Reform. A great bunch of young people, conservatives, who are attempting what they can do to reform things on the campus and in academe, and they're running around, and they're talking to students, low information students, and they are playing all of these sound bites of Obama promising that they can keep their plan, and now presenting them evidence that they can. They're asking these kids what they think, and they're thinking, and they're saying it. This is deceitful. No, the president he was deceiving us. They're shocked. But they're coming to the conclusion that they've been lied to because it's inescapable. You know, Obama compared Obamacare to Apple. Now, you need to ask yourself, what would happen if Apple announced a new iPhone? They're going to roll it out. They're going to have a 5.5-inch screen. One phone will get you service with Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and 5 carriers around the world. It's going to have storage of 128 gigabytes. It's going to cost $149 without a contract. The unlocked price, $149. High definition display. It's going to come in 3 different colors. It's going to be out on November 1st. You're going to be able to order it on the Apple website on October 31st for deliver on November 1st. And when November 1 comes along, the phone is $600. It's a 4-inch screen. It doesn't work on any LTE networks. And it's not going to be available for 6 months after you order it. What would happen to Apple Computer if they did that? That would be the end of it. But the problem is, this is big government lying to the American people, and there is no such market recourse. I mean, you can't just get government out of your life. You can't refuse to interact with the government. But, folks, this is a huge lie. This is a purposeful, huge, fraudulent lie known by everybody in the regime with the intention of deceiving the American people for the express purposes of electing Barack Obama, re-electing him in 2012. I mean, he's running around talking about you get to keep your plan if you like it. You get to keep your doctor if you like it. Your premium's going to come down $2,500. Don't think people didn't vote for him on that basis. Don't think that they didn't care about that. They did. This is a big effing deal, as John Kerry or Joe Biden would say. Here's the montage. This is, you keep in mind, the administration notes in the Federal Register. This is not Forbes saying they talked to 3 or 4 sources. It's in the Federal Register. Something else. If it's in the Federal Register, it means that it is the official position of government. That means the media is complicit in this. This is journalistic malpractice. This is huge, folks. And it's a purposeful, deceitful, fraudulent lie. I think Obama's lie about keeping your insurance may be the biggest lie ever told by a sitting president. This was not an error. It was not a mistake. This was a calculated, purposeful lie. And the mainstream media carried his water on this until just last week. And now they're claiming that they knew it was a lie all along. Isn't it funny how they never told us, though? But now they say, we kind of knew this. In fact, they viciously attacked anybody who dared to question Obama's claims. They viciously tried to destroy anybody who was trying to tell people that Obama was lying through his teeth about this. In fact, I think the way the media has covered Obamacare from the start has been one of the worst examples of modern-day journalism in my lifetime. And it's an example of why we do need a free press instead of a news media that's just the PR firm of the Democrat Party.